So how many days after Trump is sworn in before this effort to carry out the mass deportations begins? I know you said it starts on day one, but after how many days will we actually start to see that happening?
Day one.
Kaitlan Collins kept grilling former ICE Director Thomas Homan like he hadn't already answered her questions. Multiple times. Repeatedly.
On this effort overall, in terms of what you believe you need, and you're obviously deeply familiar with how this works and what's ahead of you, you had previously said about $86 billion was the minimum this project will cost. Do you have a better estimate now as you've been developing your plan?
I never said $86 billion. That was a CNN reporter that said $86 billion. I don't know what that number is right now. Again, we're working on the plan. Again, depends on how many resources I have and what the cost is going to be. But I'll say this. $86 billion. I mean, what price you put on the young women that have been murdered and raped in this country? What price you put on, the lives of all these little girls that, there's numerous cases. What price you put on national security? Because we know a record number of people on terrorist watch that's been called on the southern border. We also know there's over 2.2 million gotaways. How many of them came from countries sponsoring terror? What price you put on the thousands of angel moms and dads who their children were buried by their parents because their children were killed by someone that's not supposed to be here? There's a lot of cost factor. But let me say this: this would be an expensive operation, but in the long run, it would be a huge tax savings on the American people, because right now they're spending billions of dollars on free airline tickets, free hotel rooms, free medical care. Not talking about our education system, our trauma and hospitals, and sir, that's in perpetuity. And that's in perpetuity.
There are different estimates of how many undocumented immigrants are in the country and you have said everyone is on the table. If it's 11 million people and what that number looks like, what is your goal over the 4 years of the total number of people that you would like to? If you have the number of beds that you would like, if you have the number of ICE deportation officers and others that can help you with that, what is your ultimate number of that deportation that you would like to see when you're done with your job?
I don't have a number. We want to arrest as many people as we can that are in the country illegally, again, based on prioritization. We want to arrest every criminal, every gang member that's here illegally that's a public safety threat. We want to arrest every fugitive, those who had due process at great taxpayer expense and have an ordered deportation but didn't leave and became a fugitive. We got over 1.5 million of those. And look, we got millions of people here illegally. I've said if you're here illegally, you're not off the table. I mean, it's a violation of law. It's a crime to enter this country illegally. And after we give you
but you don't have a number that you'd like to see. One year from tonight, you don't have a number that you'd like to say, this many people have been deported on my watch.
No, I don't have a number. I want to arrest as many people as we can with the resources we have. Want to be the most efficient we can based on prioritization. There's no limit.
And the mass deportation started on day one of President Trump's second term. No delays, no transition period, no bureaucratic stalling. Kaitlan throws out a number, $86 billion. Homan shuts it down immediately. He never said that. That's CNN trying to slap a scary price tag on enforcing the law. Where's the outrage over 2.2 million gotaways, some possibly tied to state-sponsored terrorism? Where's the panel discussion about angel families, parents burying their children because the federal government refused to do its job? Crickets. And let's be real, Homan is taking serious heat for saying what needs to be said. He's getting death threats. His own family has to live in hiding. Meanwhile, the criminals? They're protected, coddled, given hotel rooms, free flights, cell phones, medical care, school enrollment on your dime. And the left has the nerve to call him the bad guy? Trump is bringing back law and order, starting with the border. Homan's job isn't about playing politics. It's about keeping American families safe. It's about enforcing the law equally and without apology. And Kaitlan Collins? Maybe it's time to stop playing dumb, because this administration isn't here to explain the same common sense over and over again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this. See you next time.